Goedemorgen, good morning everybody. Another beautiful day today, and I'm about 8 minutes late. I had some trouble again getting onto my camera on my laptop, and it seems that the internet is taking too much of my bandwidth, so I've got to have a look at this. So I'm doing it off my mobile again this morning. So, I always like to change and try to do new things and make it better. So, in Afrikaans hulle aanhouer wen. Môre Naomi, hello. Hi everybody, good morning. Sorry I'm late. I'm human. I also have challenges in the morning. My challenge this morning was the internet. But I've got a smile on my face because it is what it is, and it doesn't help to I've got to be my own teacher. Whatever I say to you guys and try to help you, I have to show that how do I deal with things. So being 8 minutes late with a lot of other people, being late is unacceptable. I always used to have this thing where I used to teach my students. I said, to be early is to be on time, to be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable. I used to live by that motto for a very long time. Now today I'm looking at it a bit differently because I had the shift in mindset. For me, it is what it is. You set priorities and you live by those priorities and you make it work. What is stopping you is the willpower, and we know willpower doesn't last long. Willpower gets you excited. It's something new. You're going to get it going. And it's like what we discussed in the beginning when we got together. I said I'm going to do these videos every morning, and let's see if you can start a 21-day or to create new habits. Now my question to you this morning is, how many of you have started to create new habits? On day number, how many are you? You're supposed to every morning, or not supposed to, it's just a tip. But every morning, just write down your gratitude. I don't have my book here next to me, but my book continues. It never stops. So tomorrow morning, I write again. And the next morning, I write again. I helped my sister the other day with creating habits. And I asked her the question about, so what is it that you want to do? And she said, no, I want to do this. And I said, okay, so where's it written up? And she looked at me like, no, it's up here. I said, no, but you've got to take it from here. You've got to go and put it somewhere so you can see it and do a daily habit to create it. Guys, they have this thing about you've got to create a habit to create momentum. So all good, or how can I put, a lot of successful entrepreneurs, and they have good daily habits. So you got to start creating new habits for yourself. But I'm going off point this morning. I want to say welcome to everybody. Thank you for coming up live. How this works, you'll see here's a little love button. It's got a little heart. You have to start pressing that love button before I start giving you the tip for the day. So let's share some love that's on here. Please, the regulars, you know how this works. Press that love button so we can share the love over the Facebook. We can share it to everybody, and by doing that, you make more awareness for other people. Instead of sharing fear and anxiety, we're sharing love. And we're giving every day what we can, because we are all in the same boat at the moment. The whole community, this earth realm, has come to a standstill. And I've said to my wife the other day, this is the chance for us to say, right guys, let's see what we can do from our side to help you. If I can't help you physically, at least I can help with a little bit of emotional guidance and setting new goals. Looking to change your mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. So just want to say good morning to everybody. Welcome for joining. So let me start. For those who don't know me, I do this live every morning. So if I make a mistake, so what? It's fine. It is what it is. This is not rehearsed. This is what I like doing live, unrehearsed, and you just go. So it comes natural. And this is what I love doing. So my name is Coach-Jurie. And I'm a master transformation coach, and I help individuals discover their true potentials. What I'm discussing in this lockdown period is the changing of the mindset from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Yesterday we discussed 14 questions to activate your growth mindset. I'm just going to go off quickly what they were. They are not 14. We're going to discuss 14 questions today. Yesterday we discussed 4 questions or steps how to change your mind process. The first one was you got to learn to hear your fixed mindset or your inner voice. You got to start listening to it. The second step is you got to recognize that you have a choice in everything out there. The third thing is talk back to it with a growth mindset voice. Growth mindset for me is your conscious mind, where you can consciously, you hear what's happening inside you, you listen to that voice, and consciously you make conscious decisions where you can use rationale, you can use logic, you can come up with creative ways of doing it. Willpower. There's a lot of things up here you can use to make a difference. The fourth thing is take the growth mindset, your conscious mind, to take action. To think what you are doing, not to just live a program or live the conditioning. You've got to take active action with thinking here. So, this morning what I want to discuss is 14 questions to activate a growth mindset or conscious mind. If you've got a notepad, I'm just going to discuss them quickly. Won't take long. I try to keep this under 15 minutes every morning, so I'm going to get to it. Let's say after a challenge, or after you've challenged the subconscious mind that we did yesterday, that inner voice that's telling you no, you can't, and you want to challenge it with a conscious mind. After you've done that, we need to determine an appropriate action to help to ask the right questions. So this is what I'm doing this morning. Here's a list of questions to help you to adapt a conscious mindset. Okay. So if you're ready, one of the big ones for me is ask yourself the question, what can I learn from this? So something happened to you, something that's affected you emotionally, or a traumatic event, or something that you're sitting and bothering with now. You've recently closed your business. You've lost your job. You can't do work. Your girlfriend broke up with you, or a death in a family, somebody that you love, an animal, or something happened to you. So you got to ask the first question, and this is all to get your conscious mind to work and not to live in the feelings. Ask the question, what can I learn from this? Now remember, your questions determine your focus and greatly influences your reality. So you got to get your focus to where you want to go, not to be stuck where you are now. Second question you can ask is, what steps can I take to help me succeed? Okay, and these answers will come up in your conscious, because you've got creative mind. We are creative beings. We love creating things. The internet was created. This cell phone, this laptop, everything was created. But that comes from a mind of somebody that had a forward-thinking mind, that wanted to create something. The third thing you can do is, do I know the outcome or goal I'm after? It's, for instance, when you are struggling, especially now, maybe you've got to change your mindset about this business is not working. I've got to change it. I've got to take it online, or I've got to come up with new ways how to change it. So you set new goals. So you've got to ask, do I know the outcome of the goal that I'm after? What is it that I'm trying to achieve? The fourth question you can ask is, what information can I gather, and from where? Because there's a lot of information out there. All the answers are there. You just got to get and say, become quiet and say, right, what can I do? What information can I gather, and from where can I get these sources? Now, luckily with the internet, there's an abundant amount of information. There's videos, there's books, there's webinars, and daily things that we do this in the morning. The fifth thing that I like, and I've highlighted this one, is where can I get constructive feedback? You know, many times the ego doesn't allow us to ask questions to say, what can I do better? Because I have an ego. No, I'm good. I can do this. I don't need anybody's advice. I know exactly how this works. I used to do that for a long time as well. But I've learned through the transformation process is that I've got to be honest with myself and be able and be open to criticism. To ask my wife, who's my coach, and I ask her every time I do the video in the morning, I ask her, babe, what can I do better? What did I do wrong? So start asking yourself, where can I get constructive feedback? Number 6, if I had a plan to be successful at whatever you want to do, like me, if I had a plan to be a successful transformation coach, what might it look like? What is that vision? So for me, I wake up and I say, I am so happy and grateful that I'm one of the best transformation coaches in the world. And I feel it, and I work towards that goal, because that's one of my things that I want to do. I want to be help people and help transform their lives to become their best versions. And in that way, you're creating new culture. You're helping new ways of thinking. Because if you're not getting what you want, being stuck where you are, you got to change. You won't get new results with old thinking. You have to change. That's how the aeroplane was created. That's how we got onto the moon. That's how all these nice fancy devices was created for us to be used. Number 7, ask this question: when will I follow through on my plan? Now, Naomi, I know you're watching, and I'm going to mention this. We have these goals. We have these things we want to do. I want to start running. I want to do a new business venture or anything. Where is it written up? Where is it? Where is the plan? When will I follow through on my plan? So, where will I follow through? This is the next question. Where will I follow through on my plan? Where will I do this? The next one is, how will I follow through on my plan? Is it written down? Is there steps on how to get there? Did you work it out with the outcome in mind? And then very important, what did I learn today? Tonight when you go to bed, you got to reflect back, because you woke up this morning saying, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. Thank you for your abundance. Thank you for my wife. Thank you for my bed. But tonight, before you go to bed, you got to say, you got to take, I do three things. I say, what's the 2 things that went well today? And what's the 1 thing that went wrong? And what can I learn from it? Because we have to learn. Life has got experiences. It's got triggers. It's going to affect things on you. You're going to either stay stuck and blame, or you're going to learn from it. So I always ask myself, what did I learn today? The next one is, what mistakes did I make that was tough for me? So you had a day yesterday, for instance. Think of something that happened yesterday that you struggled with. Okay? That thing that you struggle with is a lesson that you got to learn. Because, we don't grow in comfort. We only grow when we are tested. It tests your character, it tests your ability, and it sometimes it's a wake-up call. Some people take longer than others. But for me, I went through adversities as well. A lot of things happened to me. I struggled. There was a time that I stayed in a garage. And around me, I thought I was fine. But meantime, people looking from outside in saw, yo, Jurie, where you going? Today, I can reflect back and learn from those mistakes, to go forward. And we all have this. We all have these lessons we have to learn. But we're not consciously aware. We're just living whatever's happening to us. We feel life is throwing things at us, and we have to survive. So, take the time and say, what mistakes did I make that was tough for me, and what can I learn from it? The next question is my current learning strategy working? If it's not working, how can I change it? You have to change it. Because if you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and you're getting the same result, that's insanity. You can't get a new result if you do the same thing, getting the same. Edison created the light bulb, but he didn't use the same material. He changed over and over a new thing, a new item, plastic, paper. He tried everything, and then one day, eureka! There we've got globes. So you've got to say, is my current learning strategy working or not? And if it is not working, you need to change it. Second last thing, what was hard for me today? What was hard? If it's not hard, then you're doing it wrong. Then you're in a comfort zone, and you don't grow in comfort. The last one is, what habit must I develop to continue the gains I've achieved? And we started this morning talking about habits. So you got to look at your habits, what is good for you and what's not. So me and Antoinette, when we're done here now, we're going to run around our house. like everybody's doing. We're fortunate we've got a garden and a backyard where we can run through, and these are habits that we're doing. I mean, doing this for 21 days, you're going to wake up on the 22nd day and you want to do it again. They say normally it takes about 60 days to create a good solid foundation for a good habit. 21 days you've just taken out the topsoil. You've got to consistently do it. Now, in a fixed mindset, your reality is dim and limited. That means it's somebody that's not living here. They're just living their life. Your world is very small. So the more conscious mind or growth mindset questions that you ask, it becomes wider and brighter, and the larger your world becomes of possibilities. They will just be attracted to you. Because your vibrational state, your energy is positive, you will start seeing the positive. So, just a note that I've got to just add in here, there are some false growth mindsets as well. Now, what I mean by false growth mindset is, it's when people's a false growth mindset saying is you have a growth mindset, but you don't know what it is or you don't understand it. So, everyone... just put that off there. This is about live videos. Like I told you this morning, anything can happen. This is not recorded. Everyone is a mixture of fixed and growth mindsets. So you could have a predominant growth mindset in a certain area, but there can still be things that trigger you into a fixed mindset habit. So these are the things you've got to look up for, because you're trying to work on your growth mindset. And certain areas of your life you have it, but there's certain areas that it's not, and it's those things that's not is going to affect you. So you've got to pick those things up. So something really challenging on the outside of your comfort zone can trigger it. So if you encounter someone who is much better than you, for instance, at something that let's say somebody is better than you in something, and for some people the ego will be affected. They'll say, oh, you know what, that person has a better ability than me. I can't do that. Or it's going to affect negative things in you. So I think we all have to look at our fixed mindset triggers. And when we are falling into the mindset, the false growth mindset. Sorry, I just want to repeat this. And you got to understand when and where we are falling into the growth mindset. You've got to start consciously understand why you're going through what you're going. So the other one you can do, an easy way, is to book a session with us, and we can help you to work through those unwanted triggers that's affecting your daily life, and to help you with your subconscious behaviors and start steering your life in the direction that you would like to have. Guys, thank you very much for joining. I know it was long. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll be back tomorrow morning again, and look after each other, stay safe, and please share the love. And thank you for coming up this morning. I really appreciate it. I have a YouTube channel as well. I'll put it in the link below. Please go subscribe to my channel, and there as well we're helping it even grow further. Have a beautiful day. Thanks guys. Bye bye.